This is Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm Vadd, and here's Henry. Henry's doing okay. We are Henry. We are level 3. You can see right now we have 0 strength, 0 agility, 0 vitality. We are 100% conspicuous because we're incredibly hungover. I don't know how that happened. I would like to say it was consensual, but I don't remember just drinking that much. Bottom line, we're in kind of a tough spot. We're supposed to be sleeping, but we got woken up just now by, it's pitch dark outside, we need a light, and we need to get to the battlements. We were nearly asleep when Lady Stephanie came to see us. We were absolutely surprised. When Lady Stephanie left, I was just falling asleep when Captain Robert came and told me to the battlements. It's like the top of the wall, and we'll pick up there. Well, thankfully there's a torch here. It's probably incredibly dark out. Take torch from table. How do we use torch? Weapons? Is it a weapon? It might be a weapon. Let's go ahead and equip the torch. A little nicer. Okay, so there's torch. And bludgeon. There's bludgeon. Torch. Ooh. So long press. There we go. Well, we've got a torch. This is great. I love that. Lock picking. Okay, opening door. Do we not have any lockpicks? Correct. Oh boy. We're getting wet. Oh, yuck. What happened in here? A small murder? Oh my goodness. Well, not our monkeys, not our circus. Oh, party in there. Okay. Trying not to get too wet. I don't really know how to get to the battlements. Maybe over here? Should we wash up? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're much cleaner now. That's nice. Okay. Anybody here? We're not trespassing. Interesting. That's a hard lockpick. Okay. We are now trespassing. Okay, don't tell this guy. We can stealth kill him? No way. Oh boy. Oh, nobody knows. I was kind of hoping he would have like a, you know, a key. A key to get through, like, locked doors and stuff? No. Well, we did take some books, which is great. We don't know how to read, which is less great. So on our list of things, we need to figure out how to read. You know, it'd be really funny if he's, like, the guy that teaches you how to read and we just stealth killed him. Whoops. Alright, well, we're up here.
Right. Sure Sigismund ain't no fool. A backstabbing swine, maybe. But no fool.
God be with you.
God be with you. What's going on?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army. Or his scouts. Or maybe Scarlet's folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
Okay, wonderful.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck to you. We don't even have a hat.
Then right here behind solid.
Good day to you.
What's going on?
Good luck to you.
The storm is a sign.
Yep. Good luck to you. We're in a private area. Huh. Oh, we've been here before. We already robbed this place. Great job, us. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, now we've come full circle. Oh gosh, they're right behind me. Ouch!
I'm going to enjoy this.
I'm not. Run! Robert, help! They're after my Lucky Charms, man. Apparently we were trespassing in a major way. It's a dead end. Ah! We're bleeding. We're dead. Mistakes have been made. This is very sad. Oh, look, a torch. How nice. Love that. And let's go ahead and equip it. We'll even put on our shoes. Isn't that nice? And maybe we'll even commit the same crime as last time. Just kidding. We will not. But we will go steal those books for sure. It actually is very important that we are trying to read, I think. You know, our father gave us some life advice right as we left home. Just kidding, as he was murdered and we had to run for our life. And, you know, part of his advice was the importance of stealth kill. Hope he's not important. Looting. Everything, very nice. Robbing. Everything, even better. Okay. He impressed on us the importance of not getting into fights.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Okay, deal.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Okay, what's up, Robert?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig! What a relief!
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
We've got his sword.
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir,
quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out!
I think this is a good moment to talk about the kind of the world at large around us and how we've kind of gotten into this situation.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies.
Henry's really grown up in a time of great peace and prosperity, and little did he know that as he is coming of age and leaving childhood behind, that the world far beyond him has been moving swiftly.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Can I help?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Good luck to you.
Okay. Anything else?
God be with you.
Have you any further orders for me?
Keep watch on the battlements, but take care now.
All right. We'll make some laps. Always exciting. Maybe a good time to practice our stealth. Hopefully no one's looking. Oh boy. I wonder how this happened. Oh man. Oh, and he even had some beer. Run. Oh, we can't. We're over encumbered. Oh wow, he's got like real armor. That's look at that. Wow. Nice. So right now our noise is 0. We're incredibly, we lost our pants. How does this even happen? There. Red pants. Oh, that's shiny. Noise goes right to 20 though. I don't know why we go from charisma of 6 to wearing just these elbow and shoulder pads. Charisma 9. Like they are apparently are much nicer. And I don't know where we're gonna sell stuff, you know? But we are over encumbered by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and we just need to go drop something. Or get stronger, I guess. We're stuck on something. I don't want to be anywhere near that body, you know? Okay, so you can see on the bottom left, there's a little smiley dude, so we are drunk. And then the guy holding his head, we're hungover. On the right, the fat pig, we are overfed. And then the guy carrying the big bag, we're overweight, so we're
wandering around like a stray
moving very
sheep.
slow.
Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, he just wants us to follow him around. Oh, he's very vigilant, this guy. We talk?
God be with you.
Hey, thanks. What do you think about these Scalids folks running away?
What do you think about how the Scalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
God be with you.
It says we're in a private area. He said follow him. Oh my goodness. I don't want to be found near the body. We cannot sprint. Yeah, see, there's a guard over there right by that body. Just gonna have to try and take him out, I guess. I think he's looking away from me. I know it's very, very dark.
Who the fuck could have killed him? You there! Surrender!
You'll have to answer for your law breaking. Blood will be spilt.
Who do you think saw that?
I'm warning you. Give yourself up.
Committed a crime.
Oh wait, we're over encumbered. This is bad, dude. We're gonna die. Like, we don't have any chance. Dude. So, let's talk about how saving works. It doesn't. Haha, just kidding. It actually does. You need to actually craft a potion. Some kind of a recipe that will let you... Oh boy, that'll let you save, basically. And there's a limited number of them that we might possibly have right now. And we just don't have any, so we actually cannot save for a very, very long time. And it makes things very difficult as, you know, we want to be able to save. Which means we will redo everything and be back. There seems to be some RNG with if you kill these guys or not. See, completely failed. We got it that one time, but it seems to be like massively low odds of actually being successful. As this is like not my first try here. I am 0 for 9. I've just gonna be an absolute death loop here. Been completely unsuccessful taking this guard out. So we're just gonna wait out the night and just relax and be regular for a little, I suppose. I think we're trespassing if we go in here. Yeah, we gotta be careful. It'll upset somebody. On one hand, I understand this is like, you know, an immersive simulator, you know? But like, on the other hand, it's absolutely pouring rain on an empty battlement. Like, what do you think we're gonna do? We're not gonna try and, you know, find someone to poke? Like, there's just nothing to do here in a very real sense. Here we are on patrol, but it's like scripted. Like, nothing is going to happen. And we'll patrol back. You know, that's the whole thing. You run there, you run back, and quite literally wait for time to pass. On one hand, authentic. Incredibly authentic. On the other hand, wow. I mean, no one to kill, nothing to do, no one to talk to. Incredibly, like, just... blah. I mean, it's lovely, like, design. The rain is loud. My footsteps change in the rain. I like the way the torch arm swings, but, like, there's only so much of this I can appreciate. before you're like, please, morning come. And then you can tell me, well, there's a skip time button. You can just skip time. Well, that seems kind of silly. How about we just kill this guy and make things interesting again, huh? Then again, I am 1 for 10. See, there's the tutorial. You have to wait for something, you can skip time. Press the button and skip time. Well, I don't want to have to skip time. I want to be active, not, you know, sitting in load screens. I mean, look at him. He's just all alone over here, just waiting for me to sneak up and poke him. I mean, look how isolated this is. Look how dark it gets when I turn on my torch. Oh my goodness. It's like designed to punish us for trying to stealth these guards, because we don't quite have the stats for it. Sun's coming up. Hopefully everyone's happy.
Let's go! Quickly! We have
Alright, we stayed here the whole night. We'll wait until morning. Go to the battlement on the outer bailey. I don't really know where that is, but we're gonna find it. Well, we survived. Mercy.
We're gonna hit them like scallops.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlets and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Mark Vadd von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this. when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That was the signal for send in the spies, we don't burn this one to the ground. I hope nobody...
Lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
I hope nobody notices that the chambermaid and maybe the stable master may have died in the night. Mysterious circumstances arose. What more needs to be said, eh? Wait, talk to me. Anybody.
God be with you.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people was saved, though, and just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure, he'll come here in the end, too. But now, at least we got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe. Maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's hetman. And Skalitz is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone, so he might be satisfied and leave us alone. By the way, Henry, it is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
Tell me about Sigismund's army.
Sir Divish certainly put Sigismund in his place.
That's Sir Divish for you. May God grant him long life.
Sir, a trader around town.
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Someone to do business with. Well, Votava often gets things the merchants don't have. The last time I saw him, he was by the granary. Try him. He thinks about trade day and night.
Thanks.
Take care now.
So we are quite literally leveling up speech by talking. So you can see here our speech is level 4. Current XP is 66. So we're going to go talk to anyone we can find. I mean, anyone. I think we just talked to him. Try him.
What do you think?
We're going to punch through the dialogue as it's
he must
surely very similar. There's going to be a little bit of world building, but not too much.
Who are they?
You mean the...
Not just look. Do you know where...
Well, if it's Fujin... God be with you.
So, let's check our speech, and you can see it's at 70. We got 4 experience points for that. I think skills might go to level 20. So it's actually like... It's going to be pretty tough to get these up without literally talking to everyone.
Good day to you. May the Lord watch over you.
All right. And Sir Robert... Robert, what do you know about the Cumans?
Where did these Cumans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Why did Sigismund raid Skalitz? I know they said, but I want to hear what this guy says.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Interesting. What exactly is Sigismund after?
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed. But it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
He was afraid of the insurgent lords.
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
I feel like I need to get the Skalitz. I actually, do not think I should. I think Henry's an absolute fool for trying to go back and bury his parents, because you know the looters have moved in.
So, Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Oh, I do need to bury my parents, though. I, personally, I would not march Henry over there if I could help it.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it. Take care now.
All right. So, we need to find something to drink. There's a drinking skill that requires you to drink. So I've been really trying to exercise that skill. All right, we already actually talked to this guy. What are the odds? Can we make this jump without hurting ourselves? Oop. Barely. Okay. So where exactly are we? Does this place have a name? I know they've said it, maybe. Oop, no, talk to him as well. Perfect. There's 2 dudes here.
Damn! Good luck to you.
I think we talked to them both. Okay. Hold on, can we jump this? Maybe. Who's over here? Let's get to our map if we can. It doesn't have any names. So we are somewhere. Oh, Tomberg. Tomberg, okay. How do we get over this? Okay, I was worried about fall damage. You talk? He doesn't talk. You talk? He talks.
God be with you.
He's the regular guy. Okay. So we need to find someone we haven't talked to. We need to find someone to trade with. Villager.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about...
It was a stroke of good luck. That Sigismund is awful.
Is there someone here who trades in...
Whatever is your man. God be with you.
Thank you.
Good health to you.
Thank you. We already talked to him. Good job, us. Nice. There we go. Wash ourselves up. And let's go ahead and see if we can't rest once so that...
Jesus Christ be praised.
Always.
Can you
go?
Best on. God be with you.
I think we can sleep in here again, and maybe that'll help us to... We'll see here. It'll be a save, right? Just super important, and we won't have to redo that entire night section again, which will be nice. I mean, massively nice. Oh, the store's open now. What do you think this is? Stealth kill. Oh, no! I hope he wasn't important. Anybody looking? He's got a carrot and some money and some bread. Run. That's so weird. What happened?
You! Stop right where you are!
No!
Surrender!
Never!
You're under
Run!
arrest for breaking the law.
We were caught breaking the law. We didn't do it. Flee the castle.
God, there's a murderer there.
Run! I think we're actually going to jail. I like how that little lady was like, help, I saw a murder. Oh, we broke our foot. Oh, no. Okay, so we're alive. We may have gotten slaughtered by some guards. Let's see what we can get done.
What do you want from me?
Just want to talk.
Is there someone?
Try Votiva. May the Lord watch over you.
Okay, thanks. Can we talk to this guy?
God be with you. Good luck to you.
I mean, it is tough to try and get these level ups. How did we get dirty sleeping? Man, we talked to those two. I don't think we talked to guy in hat.
God be with
This guy is busy. This old boy.
My respects to you.
Oh, he sells lockpicks for 100? Wow. Treasure map. And he only has 2 of these. These are how you save your game. You need these things. Darn. Maybe we trade him some stuff. Alright, so here's what we're going to trade him. None of these are stolen. We're going to start the haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure. Why not?
So I think 37 is good. And he's going to say no.
It's not worth it to me.
And he's saying, oh no, 32 is better. Alright, we will come down to 34.
Satisfied?
Just drop the price a bit more.
He'll come up to 33. We go down even further.
Aye, that would do it.
Alright, he's pretty happy. Now, we'll see if he's interested in trading.
If you've got the coin.
We'll see. Does he have any coin? He only has 16 coins left. Okay. But we'll see if he will actually buy this bludgeon. No, we'll try and sell him this torch. And a basket. This is a stolen item. See a little red hand? We'll see how he handles that.
Do you want to get me in trouble? Don't.
Okay, so he won't sell in stolen goods, which is good to know. What's this guy about?
My respect.
God be with you.
Okay, he's got nothing going on. This guy.
God be with you.
I need to get out of here.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
I do have to bury my parents.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
You have any ideas?
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly...
Alright, I'll have a look around for something.
So we did get a clue that we could try and be allowed in here. You're in a private area. So sorry.
Everything points to it, can't you see? Play.
Look, everyone's hanging out here. What's up, guy?
Good day to you.
I was kind of hoping that, like, someone here had some, like, new dialogue or a side quest, but it's all the same. Looks like we've talked to just about everyone. Hopefully it's not a problem that we, kind of deleted the stable master. Let's check up the steps, and I think we've actually legitimately been everywhere possible. I don't know how we keep getting so dirty, but we do. Oh, this is new. Lady Stephanie and Sir Divish. Open. Alright. I guess this is their... It's a hard lockpick. Alright, let's talk to... We'll talk to Lady Steph.
The Lord be praised.
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
Do I look like a soldier? That's kind
What do
of a
you
weird
think, my lady?
dialogue.
Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
To bury our parents.
My parents are lying in the mud of Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking.
What if they ask where I'm going?
They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujitz, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable.
Where can I get armor?
And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
What if I have to pay a bribe?
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear.
Oh, hey, we got 25 groschen.
Thanks, my lady.
May the Lord watch over you.
Interesting. And he's right here as we just talk about the plans. Wonderful. I bet if we could get through this hard lockpick, it would be into his side of things. Okay. I was kind of really hoping we could learn how to read. We don't actually know how to read. We gotta find someone to teach us how to read. I guess we gotta try and make sure we don't, like, lose a bunch of time. So it's not letting us rest, which means we have no way to save. So whatever happens, we'll have to redo everything. I wonder if we skipped enough time we got exhausted, if it would then let us. Oh, it will not let us skip time either. We are locked into whatever has just happened and whatever happens next. And if we die to anything, we are redoing everything. Okay, I think it is time to make our escape. We're going to take a little bit of a risk here and go for it. I noticed on the horses, this one says mount and steel. This one says mount and steel. This one says neither. Fancy. This one says mount and steel. But this one just says mount. We're going to mount it. Nobody seems upset. We're on a horse. On a horse in the ceiling. So we've got that going for us. We're stuck sideways. And I regret everything, as this is why it's important to allow folks to save their game. We're going to have to go back. One top suggestion, Quick Google says, just drink all your alcohol. If you get passed out drunk, you'll wake up somewhere else, and then you won't lose all your progress. We don't have enough alcohol to make that happen. Yeah, nobody cares we're on this horse. I think this must be the one we rode in with.
Ah, watch what you're doing.
Yep, sorry. And we're going to take the horse right off the edge. Okay, we're going to take the horse right off this edge. Okay, horses are tough. Okay, we are over the edge. Small miracle. And we've escaped.
Got you.
What? No, you don't.
Jesus, you gave.
Let me go, for Christ's sake.
You're going nowhere.
What the heck?
Except back inside.
We have to go bury our parents.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here. Kurva! Fuck!
Run! We're running.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but we're running for it. Into this tree. I don't love this. We're damaged. We haven't saved in an eternity. Well, we're on the way to Skalitz, and assuming it's uneventful, then we'll meet there next. Oh, there's a cutscene. Okay, hold on. Uh-oh. We're gonna get like jumped by bandits.
Better to keep going on my own.
Oh, you're kidding me. All that work to grab the horse and we leave it?
Looks like they've already gone.
You know we're gonna lose this sword, right? Some bandits are gonna jump us, steal our sword, we have to get it back. Like, come on. That's like the perfect setup, right? Everyone warned us. We're an absolute fool, Henry. All right, so we still have no way to save the our progress. So we are gonna completely lose all progress here if we die. We're gonna try and push forward and hopefully not run into too much trouble. We lived up on the hill straight ahead of us. We're gonna crouch. We've taken off all of our clothes in an effort to be sneaky, but I definitely think we're gonna get ambushed here by something. Right, maybe some bandits. We are well fed, but I think we should stay off the road and stay crouched if we can. Poppy. I don't know if we've picked up any poppy before. Nice. Well, we've got our little stabby, our little pokey stick out. So we've got options, and we're pretty sneaky. So our best bet is stealth as far as kind of combat goes. Just trying to keep our eyes open for anyone around, any movement. Yeah, see, there's someone right straight there who looks awfully alive. We're gonna see if we can't get on them with some stealth. Just come around behind them, assuming they're by themselves. Because remember, it's a pretty small village here, and there's just not a lot of dudes. We might have to go a little bit longer around, and it's raining. Oh, there's a little stream here. Well, shoot. I don't want to fall in this. Stealth fail. Complete stealth fail. Oh my gosh. We're stuck. Alright, we're crouched. Here we go. Stealth kill.
What are you doing here?
Ah! Beat him up. Beat him up. Beat him up. I don't know. What are you doing here? Who are you?
God in heaven, no!
Bandit. You can leave, but you're going disarmed.
Leave your weapon and go.
What's to be done?
There we go. Whatever this is, we've got now. He actually just runs. Okay. I don't know how he hurt us. I mean, we are pretty stealthy. All right, let's see what that weapon is. Requires 3 agility, which we just do not have. That's okay. Anything good to loot? No, nothing. I mean, it's just some food that's probably gonna go bad. I was hoping we could get the arrows, right? There's all these arrows here. See, these arrows? Cannot touch them. This one? Like, there's no prompt at all. That's a little bit of a bummer. Or this rope? Some rope would come in handy, right? I don't know what for, but like... Ooh. Can we rest here? No. Darn. I'd really like to rest. And they took our horse, like, forcing us to walk. I feel really silly. We went to, like, all that trouble to try and get a horse. And then they're like, nope, no horse for you. Oh, okay. No horse for us. Wow. This is some kind of a super bush here. Man, there's no place like home, and ours is on fire. Trying to pick a little more poppy if we can. So the road is just to our right, and we're still kind of staying a little off the path. As again, I'm worried about bandits. Like, there's nothing to loot over here, but just in case, we are way off the edge here. So we never really came through here in our time in town. This side of town was kind of blocked off. Like, this big building here is new. We've never seen it before. Oh, there's a dude right there. Alright, we're going to try and clobber him if we can. Maybe they're friendly. I mean, I doubt it, but it's definitely a possibility. Can we open this? No. Locked, like, completely cannot open that. I think we are actually, like, in trouble here. We might get stuck in a big way. Can we open this? No. No prompt at all. Can we take this axe? Also no. Okay, well. It definitely feels like we're being a little bit punished for some exploration. Because I think this will lead us right into them here. Oh gosh, dude. Man, that sucks so hard. We're gonna have to redo that entire run. Brutal. Okay, we're almost back, and I think we're just going to avoid that building straight ahead that has all those dudes in it. We'll just kind of hop the river here, I guess, and make our way across. You can actually see we have quite a bit less health. We just had some complications, some trouble. It's just Henry doing Henry stuff. So hopefully we can just kind of make our way more or less into the village proper here. I'm unable to sleep or heal myself as I don't have any of the items necessary to do that. So we're just stuck with the kind of the red speckles on the screen. There's no setting to turn that off, so we are, like I said, stuck with it. If possible, maybe we'll wash up a little. Yeah, we need a bath, apparently. Who knew? Go figure. Covering all this mud. We did take off all our clothes again. I mean, all the armor and stuff. And just got out our little stabby stick so that we can, you know, just not like. They all have durability, and I have no idea how to repair them or fix them, and I don't have a second pair of clothes, so we just look like this, right? We're just in our regular gear. You can see there on the right instead of like our much nicer shirt. Can you tell how much nicer it is? There it is. But it is like durability's pretty low on our stuff here, so just the way that goes. We are very sneaky as far as noise goes. We're at 0. And this should be the main gate into our town. I mean, we used to be punching cows right on the other side of this. Uh-oh. Maybe we'll have to run around it. Wasn't prepared for that. See, there's maybe a gap in the fence. I mean, an invading army came through and they completely ignored this nice fence. Just knocked down the gate, ran through, killed everyone. And apparently killed like a bunch of horses. Would have loved to have had one of those. Whoop. Yeah, this is a great spot to get ambushed, huh? There he is. We'll see if we can't get him. Now, when our stamina gets below 50% of its current limit... Oh, he's looking right at us. Maybe we'll go the long way around him, if we can. Kind of run up here. Come down behind him. Try again for that stealth. There we go. Stealth.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's clearly scripted that you can't stealth these guys.
Is that?
Oh gosh.
Oh dear. Oh.
Like, we're not scripted to lose these, but we are scripted to have to fight them. Oh no. A bandage, we'll take that. So it's not stealing, it is take. Interesting, then we will take everything. But looting here is also take, huh? All right, are we able to use a bandage? Use our first bandage, see what happens. You can't bandage yourself, you're not bleeding. Okay, that's wonderful. I am so glad. Now we do actually have a perk point. Specifically, if it's raining, our footsteps are 70% reduced and our noise is at 0. Like, we can't be any more stealthy if we wanted to be. All right, all that food is actually spoiling. Except the pretzels. A lot of these we've gone by have had pretzels on them that have just had absolutely 0 troubles. Oh, what a sad, sad sight. Right in front of us is actually where our parents died. Oh, we're right on top of the spot.
Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you. This is a good place. You're gonna like it here.
So it's our parents' house and their tree. Under the linden tree. Man, this poor dog's just looking for a friendly face. Hopefully we can be friends. You know, he needs a friend, we need a friend, come on. Come on, he's a good boy. Naked and one very expensive fancy sword. This just screams, please rob me.
How am I gonna do this?
Do you need some help?
Oh, no, no, no.
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want? Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Man, don't be stupid, Henry. Just give it to him.
It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it anymore.
Oh, we have no idea how to use this thing.
Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth.
We could have run, right? Oh boy. He just one hits us. Alright. Sure, why not?
I told you how
boy.
it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? And now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did.
He likes to talk, huh?
Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
It's Teresa.
The games are over.
Are we dead? Is this really how it ends? Or how it starts? We didn't even bury him. We tried. Oh my goodness. We must not be dead, since they're very committed to, like, taking us somewhere, right? But at the same time... Maybe Teresa has family or something like a village over? I don't know. Like, I feel good we helped her get away from those, like, attacking soldiers. And it's nice to see, like, she did get away, right? Like, there's a little conclusion to that. As, you know, we just kind of like... Wait, we're moving, those are eyes. We're not dead yet. Remember, this is the good last, so... Hopefully... things go well for us. New town, new city, new us, maybe? They're cannibals. She's taking us to the chef. Fresh meat. Oh no. They're probably not cannibals, right? Looks like we're not dead. I had some concerns.
Do you need some help?
It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry, wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me? Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Yes.
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed. We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back. You're awake.
Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you find
How did
me?
you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
Wow. Why were they looking for me?
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
So Divish promised Sir Radzik he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea.
What were you doing in Skalitz at the time?
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now. Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humour back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
Where exactly am I?
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Ratay Mill. My uncle's miller Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
Well, we've been lying around long enough.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radzik?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radzik, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
Well, thanks for saving our life.
I owe you both my life. And I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Ratay Mill is now your home. You can sleep here and save. Oh, amen. Finally. Oh, hallelujah. What do the good Christians say? You have your own trunk, our bed. Let's go see if we can't find the uncle, who apparently owns this mill that we're in. And first off, offer our gratitude for not just, leaving us to die. Would have been nice to know that Teresa didn't have to convince him too hard, but at the same time, there's a secret door up here? Yeah, nothing we can interact with. We've got nothing, by the way. We did have some, items, and we just do not in a major way. And I don't think we lost, we had a couple hundred monies as well. Like, what good was getting all that money? We will not get any cleaner without a bath. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Oh, hold on. Can we pick this? Yeah, there's at least something. Oh. There's something in our pocket. I don't know if it's any good, but we've got it. Oh, he's gone. Wow. Some kind of ninja. Look at him go. Is that the same guy? Oh, there's his hat. Alright. We knock him out. Cannot be knocked out. Alright, Miller. Thank you for taking care of me, Mr. Miller.
My name's Henry.
Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from.
Okay.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition.
Tell me more.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Farewell.
Wow. Okay. I guess we have a dog now.
From Skalitz, remember?
I just walked outside and got jumped.
Want to go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire.
I think, do I need to feed him? I haven't even been fed. Like, oh my goodness. We now have a dog, which is exciting. There's a bit of a tutorial. We just kind of worked our way through, and we're going to see if we can't go ahead and get the ring as requested by the miller here, who saved our life. Let's see if our dog's actually following us. I wish we could have given the dog a name. I think that would have been a really fun interaction. We need to find some food for us and the dog. So first chance we get to, steal anything, we will. If it's not tied down, as we've got nothing. We have no weapons. We have no food. We are going to starve if we can't find something to take before we get to our destination. Whoops. Try to keep our dog with us here. And if we get jumped by anything, it's going to be fisticuffs. We're just throwing hands. That's all we've got. Maybe we need to knock someone out. We lost our dagger, which is actually important for the simple reason that we no longer can... Wonder if they'll mind we just ate their stew. By losing our dagger, it means we no longer can kill people from stealth. As actually a specific item we not only need to have on us, but also I was trying to see if we could rob anything here. Ooh, it's like completely pitch black in here. Okay, lock picking. I don't think anyone's looking, but we might just end up in jail really early here. And it is empty. So there's the only thing we got there was XP. No food. Someone's just came outside and said, "What was that?" I don't know. Nobody knows. Darn. Really hoping they had some food just kind of hanging out in there. So where we grew up, right? Skalitz or whatnot, there was food in like every single chest. Like it was really hard to starve, but you can see here that is not the case at all. Maybe there's some fish here. Open. There is. Okay, and it is take, not steel, which is important. All right, come here, boy. Let's make sure we've fed our friend. So, first off, praise. He's been good. He's probably a little hungry. There we go. Now, I'll offer some food.
Look what I've got for you.
And he wants some meat. I'm really hoping he'll eat fish. There we go. Now we're talking. Well, we will make our way, continue along to the quest objective as we need to repay the miller. Okay, so far so good. Just over this hill, we might find ourselves in some trouble. If not, I will see you on the other side. Coming out of the woods here, right up on, I think, our objective. It is quite literally, the middle of the night. The moon is high in the sky. So I'm really hoping this is not only our objective, but also that this... Oh, chickens. Yes. Okay, this is what we needed. This one up. I hope these regenerate. We didn't just, like, obliterate someone's chickens and then, like, that's that. There's another dog here. Or is that our dog? Let's give a whistle outside the gate. There he is. Let's see what's actually going on up the hill. So this is apparently maybe where the Gallows Hill. Oh, very grim. Just kind of hoping our quest objective would be a little more helpful. It says we are right on top of it, and I do not... Oop! Shallow grave? Okay, we're digging. Under the moonlight. Man. You just wait. We're going to find out it's not even here. We're going to go back to the house and see, if the ring is there. As we do not have the ring off the body, which means the hangman here buried a body that was brought to him with a goldy ring or a fancy ring of some kind, and it no longer has it. So he was the last one that saw it, and let's assume he lives here. It's kind of a big jump. Another shovel here if we were missing one. Kind of a big jump, but if we're right, we're right, and if we're wrong, we're wrong. So we're going in.
Hey, who's there?
Man, he's got a lot of dogs. I do not want to get in a fight with this guy. Let's talk, man. Well, we're going to say not long ago... Try and get him out of the house. See what happens.
Miller Peshek sent me. He's very sorry, but by mistake, he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Half a sack. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away.
Oh, okay. Wow, in the middle of the night. I love it. Okay. We are in his house, and we cannot see anything as it is night, and we don't have a torch. As he came from... He's got pigs. Man, this guy is living large. He's got his own fence. Hopefully a easy lockpick here for us. Here we go. This is really hard. It might not look hard to, like, lockpick these, but darn, I'm struggling. Okay. We're gonna take the bandages. The food. Dead man's ring.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
We're going to eat his food. And get out of here. I mean, that is quite literally everything of any value. By the way, side note, I made a huge mistake. I went into my inventory and drank the Savior Schnapps. This is the only item you can use to save your game. You don't drink it. You don't actually use the item to save your game. You actually just go into the menu and click save, and then that will use the item from your inventory automatically. So by drinking it, I was burning saves. We're a little bit over encumbered. Somehow we're a little bit inebriated. But I think it's going to be worth just trying to beat up on these animals so that we have an opportunity to not just raise our strength stat, but get the items from it. And then we'll need to make kind of a long run back. Right, so we got a level in vitality for that. Again, we are over encumbered, but hopefully we can find a way to compensate and make our way back to the miller with the ring. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely thrilled before this guy comes back and finds out that, like, some monster, you know, killed all of his pigs, stole a gold ring, dug up a body, and then lied about the flour, you know? We are finally back to the mill. It's like a 20-minute walk. I mean, it's like brutal, especially because I can't run, and I got very lost in the dark. And next thing you know, we're just falling down hills and getting ourselves killed. We're going to try and wash up. Apparently, we're not dirty. We've dug up a body. We probably shouldn't say that too loud. And just made a right mess of things here, to say the least. We'll do a little inventory management, see if we can't get our... Oh, gosh. That's how you sleep in Teresa's bed? Where does Teresa sleep? She was sleeping in that bed last we saw her. Maybe there's an upstairs bed? Yes, alright, we'll give her a space, let her do her thing. We will let him know that we got the ring, feed our dog, maybe cook something for everyone for the morning, because the sun's got to be coming up soon. We just woke him up. We'll see what he says about the ring in the middle of the night.
I'll have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Wojciech, the miller in Kohelnitz. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
Oh, nice. That could be useful. Thanks.
You'll buy stolen goods from me. Oh, thanks for your trust.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Would you teach me something about the, milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses?
Aye, why not?
Apparently we're on a pickpocketing tutorial. I like how this guy's some kind of thief master we're hanging out with all of a sudden. I wonder if Teresa knows.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you, and take something from my purse.
Oh,
First,
man.
you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable. But also of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out. Carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things.
Brutal. It's a lot of text and it looks really tricky. We're going to give it a go. All right. We have snuck up behind them, hypothetically. We've started the pickpocket. Uh-oh. All right, the timer is clicking. We're too slow.
Caught you! If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. That's the way.
Oh, yeah, we got
hardly
it.
Noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real.
No,
Best
we're not.
Practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
I think one of the best ways I've heard the levels explained was like this. It really seems like the first five levels up, we get in a skill. So, for example, combat 0. We're level 0 at an axe. Until we get to level somewhere in between 5 and 10, we're actually like, it feels like we have a penalty for even using the axe. But once we get in between 5 and 10, it seems like then it's like a break-even point. And after that, we're rewarded for using it. Because every time we use it, we're just so terrible at it. You know, you can see here we get our first perk at level 7. And now it actually has some value to use. And almost all the skills are like that. Where it's actually like a penalty. It feels like a penalty to be doing any drinking until we can kind of get, there's at 4, we'll get maybe the first perk. And at 7, we'll get the next choice. So at 4, we'll have a choice of like 3 perks, right? So up to this point, we've been trying to level this skill up, the drinking or any of them. But it seems like almost all of them for the first kind of 0 to 5 or 0 to 10, it's like a penalty for even using the skill. And only after we've used it enough to level it up enough do we overcome that penalty and then get benefits from kind of exercising it, which is not something that's like immediately obvious kind of at face value. I feel like I keep thinking that like I'm doing a skill, so it's going to like go well, like good things are happening. And it's quite the opposite. We are currently here, right in the center. And the miller here asked us to take the ring all the way across the map to here. We're going to go for it and see if we can make our way there. Hopefully it's just uneventful. We can just kind of like make our way there. But I have just a big suspicion that it'll actually be like a lot harder than it first seems, as this is, I guess, technically a side quest, but I'm actually kind of a little afraid of the Miller, as he does seem to be a bit of a thieving master himself. He taught us how to pickpocket. He taught us how to pick locks. He immediately is like, hey, you've got to earn your keep. And the way you're going to do that is to dig up a corpse, you know, like, it got really, like, kind of gruesome really fast. So hopefully we can not end up on his bad side. And he is Teresa's uncle, and, you know, it seemed like Henry had a little bit of a thing for Teresa. One curious, like, again, kind of another like, little mini penalty system is how, because saving requires you to consume a specific item, and that item just so happens to be alcoholic, you end up in a situation sometimes where you don't realize you just made your character drunk, and when they are inebriated, their vision's blurry, right? Our hands shake, like we're very different in how we interact with kind of the world around us. And so sometimes I've been in situations where I'll just do a quick save when I've had the opportunity, and all of a sudden my character's like wobbling. I'm like, yeah, I just need to land this shot. I better save before I shoot my arrow, as it's kind of a little bit of a tricky one. And then next thing I know, I am unable to perform the action as I have saved. And in doing so, I have doomed myself before I've even got started. We're pretty tired, but we are at what I hope is the end destination here. Give a whistle, see if anyone comes out. Maybe wash up if we can. No, empty. Alright, there's two ladies outside here. Hi. We're a little drunk. We're sorry about that. Just wash up quick. Hope you don't mind. How's it going, villagers? All we can do is pickpocket them. Oh. Oh, maybe. The Miller.
Good health to you.
I'm supposed to deliver this ring to you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring? You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the Miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase.
Man, it is going to be such a long walk back. Oh man, at least we have a friend with us, our dog. Wonder if we can sleep here before we go. It really is just a lovely landscape out here. Sometimes I'll see flowers, we'll stop and pick them if we can. Just, you know, the man and his dog walking through the countryside, barefoot, carefree. No house, no home, no taxes, no God, just lawless. I mean, maybe some of those things aren't exactly accurate, but I mean, there's nothing to do but just to walk back. It's kind of like shocking to me how much just empty space and time there is between things with no realistic way to, you know, speed this process up. We literally just need to walk from point A to point B. And there's no random encounters, random events. I mean, it's just lovely countryside and us and our bare, you know, feet, you know, slapping their way across. It's just kind of a little bit unique. Like, there's a lot of trust from the developers to say, hey, take a walk. No, really. Get out of here. Take a walk. I don't know if we can pick these. A lot of these we can pick if we just get just the right angle. I wish the hitbox for, like, everything here that's not yellow, like the white ones here, I think we can pick these. Oh, there it was. I wish the hitbox was just a little better, because as you can see, it's like, oh, there it is. Kind of finicky and obnoxious. The blue ones we can pick. I digress. Point is, take a walk. Literally was kind of the assignment here. And a long walk for absolutely no reward. There was no realistic reason to deliver that ring that we just delivered, except to cross something off of our quest log as a check mark done. As that quest is now done. One thing I love about having our dog friend, beyond the fact we're not alone, is this is a hill here. I know it's a little tough to tell, but this is actually quite a large hill. And I've fallen down a few of these, maybe to my death. Let's not talk about it. But I saw my companion here. We're a little off the track. I saw my companion here go down this hill at an angle that was looked pretty clear. Like this, we cannot get through. This bush here, this is a super bush. I don't think that's the official name, but it's actually like very tough to try and like get over this bush. But now that we do, we're up in the air and we're going to take fall damage. We're going to go backwards, back down the bush and around. Instead of falling this whole distance down, we'll just walk around. So sometimes I can see the dog, like our dog Mutt here, take a path and just kind of follow along behind them. And that's just really nice. But, you know, it is lovely out here. I have concerns that like this charm is going to wear off when we get, you know, closer to hour 60. But according to Steam, on this one attempt at a run, we're well past hour 30. That's kind of on me for just not being very good and dying and getting distracted and then having nothing to show for falling down a hill to my death, right? There's nothing to explain there, you know? But what a bold design choice to say, I'm going to give you an absolutely meaningless, useless quest that even at the end of it, the character's like, yeah, this was just to get you to see if you do what we want you to do. Like, we got nothing from it, right? Can we talk to this guy?
My respects to you.
It's interesting how
good luck to you.
Universally hated the refugees are. And it makes me think that maybe the people who survived from the attack on our home village were kind of the scoundrels. And the people who got killed were kind of the people you didn't want killed. You know, it's a little sad, but it is maybe just kind of the way things unfolded, as everyone's been pretty upset with these people. And let's let the old boy know we got the ring thing done, huh?
God be with you.
Yes, chef. How did you get mixed up in thieving? What a bold question to ask the chef, huh?
You've an honest trade. How come you got mixed up in crime?
Evil times. The harvest failed, and there was no grain to mill, and a child to feed on top of it all. I had no choice. And meanwhile, the lords in the castle and the monks in the monastery stuffed their craws to bursting. Where's the justice in that?
So you took justice into your own hands, is that it? And now you take whatever you need?
And take a good look around you. Wars come and go, but nothing really changes. It's the poor that do the dying, and the nobles who reap the rewards. We have to survive somehow.
I think the miller here does a really good job here. Yes, chef guy, of giving us a hard time for judging him so, right? Like, Henry came off very high and mighty when he's like, look, you have an honest trade. Why are you mixed up in crime? And the miller's like, hey, wake up, stupid. A situation out of my control, you know, with the harvest didn't come in. I had a child to feed, and I needed to do something so we could survive. Like, this wasn't something that I chose because I thought it'd be fun. This was a decision born from necessity. As uncomfortable as that truth is, Henry, you know, again, you know, physically, you know, you might look at him and go, well, that's an adult, but it's a different time. What is she doing? Oh, that's kind of fun. Look at that. What a neat little idle animation. And, you know, Henry, you know, physically, you might look at him and go, well, it looks like an adult. No, he is still in many ways, like I said last episode, you know, in the age of growing up. He's still trying to figure out the world around him, his place in it. And, you know, he really needs people like the miller to remind him that things aren't always super black and white. You know, Henry's here like, look, honest trade and a criminal. I don't understand. Well, there's a little more nuance to the world than what you understand, Henry. We're going to make our way to Sir Radzik. I forget how you say his name. He's the one who apparently bought our sword from our father. I think he's just up this hill somehow. Hopefully we can get in to see him and have a little conversation. It looks like he might be over here to the right. Let's talk to this guy real quick.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Amen, brother, yeah.
What kind of...
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you. It is very, very openly, heavily religious, but it's not very clear that no one's very pious. For as much as there's like, praise be the Lord, amen. Nobody, like, everyone says the words, but I'm not really sure does the action. Mutt, I'm so proud of you for not biting anyone.
That's my boy.
Really appreciate that. All right. Mutt is our dog, affectionately named Mutt, which not nearly as cool a name as War Crimes, but let's see if we can get past these guys. We'll quick wash up here. We need to find some boots, I guess, huh?
Would that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul. It is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I'm here to see Sir Radzik.
I must speak with Sir Radzik. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzik.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
That was nice of them. These guys do have some new dialogue that I think is worth pointing out. So these are actually the soldiers from where we grew up, as they're tied to Radzik.
How do you like the new castle?
It's a fine place. About the same size as Skalit's castle. Sir Hanush don't mind lending it to Sir Radzik, because he's got an even bigger one at the other end of town. Have you ever seen a town with 2 castles before?
How are the Skalit's refugees faring?
Oh, me and the rest of Sir Radzik's men are all right. We live at the castle and we've got everything we need. But the others are just making it day to day. I mean, they've lost everything. It's charity and alms for them, and the locals ain't as generous as they was. God knows how much longer we'll be stuck here. It ain't good.
How do you like Ratai?
It's well fortified and well situated. And they won't get us as easy here as they did in Skalitz. And there's everything a man could want. Armourer, swordsmith, apothecary, taverns. It could have turned out a lot worse.
So some unique dialogue there is because they're tied to Sir Radsvik, these guards at the gate, who we knew from our hometown, they're doing fine. They're alive. They have their jobs. Everything's good for them essentially. But it was really interesting that these guards noticed that the characters from our hometown of Skalitz were much more generous than the people here. And so being in the situation they're in here, having no homes, no jobs, no place to ply their trade of whatever that trade might be, that they are suffering double over. As if the situation was reversed, we were, as a village, as a town, as a people, as individuals, we were much more generous, hospitable, and welcoming in a way that might have, it's tough to not be treated how you want to be treated, times 2, right? All right, see if our dog will come with us. Looks like he's going to stay down there. We will let him be, and hopefully we're on the right track. I don't want to get in trouble for trespassing. Oh, goodness. We're going to go up the steps and see if maybe he's up here. I don't want to get in trouble for trespassing. They take that very seriously.
Don't you agree?
Cutscene.
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Piltstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Piltstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzik, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
No, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Townburg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground.
Be quiet, friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first. Be that as it may. Why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well. Believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
Boom.
He isn't a peasant, father. He's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear, you're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
It really seems like this Sir Rodzik guy has gone absolutely above and beyond for Henry. Like, the people in really tough times, and Sir Rodzik here is like, hey, let me give you a horse, armor, and a sword. Let me get you trained up. Like, he's taken a lot of interest in us specifically when there are so many other people that he is equally, if not more so, responsible for. I don't think we've done him any great service or favor that he should have this unusual loyalty to us. I understand that at the end of that conversation, there was some discussion of, well, no, this is going to be better for everyone because I'll get them on the guard. It'll help keep your people together. What I understand, there's some nuance there, but ultimately, it definitely seemed, there's the monk. We wanted to talk to him. It definitely seemed like a situation where we do not deserve to be treated the way that we are being treated in a major way. Who can teach me to read? Interesting.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Ujits. He could teach you.